in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Badgers will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will go on the attack first. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Kinsey. Makes the grab on the shuffle. Finding an escape route. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
On his way back from the 20. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. So Wisconsin's offense has its first opportunity of the day. To start this drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Nice job getting to the QB there. The best Wisconsin defenses always seem to have a game breaker and a difference maker. This guy can be that for this unit. But you think back to the Watt brothers, right? TJ, JJ, nobody could block those guys one-on-one, and they just ruined coordinators' game plans offensively.
Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Kinsey. Finds his man. It's Bond. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Simple call, excellent execution, moves the sticks on 3rd down.
These QBs and receivers, man, they run this route in practice thousands of times. So it's nice to see them come out here and execute it in game conditions. Great job with the timing. Great job with the depth in the route. Nice work between those two.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
On target over the middle. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. Leaves it with the back. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like, first possession, you tell, maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe just not starting the way they wanted to. Didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together. A good response from punting last drive.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Kinsey. Sets up the screen. And they'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. LSU is down, but they are not out of it, not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line in the running game, making its presence felt.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Finley.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, he'll take that completion.
The Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying the football.
From the gun on third down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, especially when you've got a middle linebacker like that can collapse and push the pocket into the lap of the quarterback.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Grabbed behind the line. It's Donald. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Scanning the field is Kinsey. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
Gets it out fast. Turning it on. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Beck's going for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Trying to slam in. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my...
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Motion from the wide receiver. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Give to the running back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air, it's Kinsey. Finds his big tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Motion from the wideout. Quick catch on third down. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver, and you saw it right there, down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him. He'll catch it, he'll get a foot down, and help out his offense.
Running it to the right. Oh, better look out! He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Off play action. Bringing the heat. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And he just got the on-Wisconsin call and went on into the backfield to pick up the sack.
Yeah, jumping around on quarterbacks in the backfield. Really good job getting upfield, playing aggressive, playing like their hair's on fire. Wisconsin linebackers do that year after year.
Snagged in the middle. It's Bond putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll leave it with him. Got room to work. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Kinsey. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Got a man, it's Jones. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Badgers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Handoff to Jones. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much heat that time and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up the sack.
The Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The RPO, it's complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Oh, they're after him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Kinsey. Pocket breaking down. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Setting up the screen. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hunt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The Badgers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley.
The Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a few.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And the Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, what a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Kinsey. Here comes the heat. And he was flat, missed it. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Penn State. And that one will give him the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Breaks free. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. LSU is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Death Valley for some time. They're up 14 over Oklahoma. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Runs through a tackle. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Jones. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see what he can do with it. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Can't get him to the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
From the shotgun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. And the Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Kinsey. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. Smashes through the tackle. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Penn State! A great catch and run for 6. like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point.
There he goes. Picks up the first down. Quick step and go. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front seven even get a finger on that guy.
And the Badgers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Quarterback will keep it. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. And now on second down for this offense. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Badgers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on second down. Rush is on him. Hit as he throws. And he's got it. Touchdown, Badgers.
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that for touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that. This offense has one.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. And a quick shuffle pass underneath. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Now on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. What a terrible, terrible shank. It'll go out of bounds. Depends on where they spot it, but looks as if it'll be around the 45. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Back to pass on second down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
The give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to him on the ground.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Kinsey. Under fire. He's got it down the middle. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. They're saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Caught in the backfield, it's Donald. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. He'll throw on third down. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. Great place to start for this offense. The give to the back. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. So now it's second and long. Right back to the well. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. A nice way to go into the postseason and eventually the offseason with a W, but the question is, will it be enough to keep the Wolves at bay?
It's a great way to punctuate the season. You just have to wonder, though, if there were too many L's on the schedule to keep this guy around next year.
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole body of work, right? You finish strong, but what does everybody look at? Like, how many games do you win? Who do you beat is important, right? Do you beat your rivals? Like, there's so much more. Do you have the team's ears still? So there's a lot that goes into decision-making, but it was definitely a disappointing season.
The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on first and goal. Quickly complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting him tackled to the ground.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meat open wound. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Jones. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. And the Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. DBs will try to keep everything in front. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.